If you were to walk through a British woodland, you would almost certainly meet a giant. This is the oak tree. Its powerful branches reach towards the sky like mighty arms. Its trunk, thick and gnarled, is covered in deeply grooved bark, a map of the many years it has stood watch. The oak is more than just a tree. It is a living monument, a silent observer of the passing centuries. Some oaks have been here for 1,000 years, witnessing history unfold beneath their leafy canopy. They are the true kings of the forest, commanding respect not with a voice, but with their sheer, unmoving presence and enduring strength. Imagine a tiny acorn, no bigger than your thumb, lying on the damp earth. This is where the grand journey of every oak begins. It is a small, unassuming package, but inside it holds the blueprint for a colossal being. For this acorn to sprout, it must first survive. Squirrels and jays adore these nuts and will bury them for a winter feast. But sometimes, they forget where they have hidden their treasure. It is this forgetfulness that gives the acorn its chance. Safely tucked beneath the soil, away from hungry mouths and harsh frosts, the little seed waits for the warmth of spring to awaken the life held within its shell. When the conditions are just right, a miraculous transformation begins. A single, tender root pushes downwards, anchoring the future tree into the earth. It seeks out water and nutrients, the essential fuel for its incredible journey upwards. At the same time, a delicate shoot emerges, pushing its way through the soil towards the sunlight. This tiny seedling is incredibly vulnerable. It must compete with other plants for light and space. It must also avoid being eaten by browsing deer or nibbled by rabbits. The first few years of an oak's life are a perilous struggle for survival, a true test of its resilience from the very start. From this fragile beginning, a titan slowly grows. Year after year, it adds new rings to its trunk, each one a record of the seasons it has endured. The branches spread wider and climb higher, creating a vast, sprawling crown that will one day provide shelter and sustenance for countless other creatures. The oak tree does not rush. Its growth is a slow, deliberate process, a patient accumulation of strength. This is the secret to its longevity. By taking its time, it builds a structure that can withstand powerful gales, heavy snows, and the relentless pull of gravity for hundreds and sometimes thousands of years. It is a true master of endurance. Spring arrives in the woodland with a burst of life, and the oak tree awakens from its long winter slumber. As the days grow longer and the air warms, tiny buds that have been tightly sealed against the cold begin to swell. Soon, they burst open, unfurling delicate, fresh green leaves. The entire tree, which stood like a bare skeleton just weeks before, is suddenly cloaked in a soft, vibrant canopy. This is a crucial time for the oak. The new leaves are its power stations, designed to capture the energy from the sun. This energy will fuel its growth throughout the coming year, allowing it to build new wood and prepare for the seasons ahead. Summer is the oak's busiest season. Its magnificent canopy of leaves works tirelessly, performing the magic of photosynthesis. Sunlight is converted into sugars, providing the tree with the food it needs to thrive. The dense foliage offers cool shade on the forest floor, creating a welcome refuge for animals escaping the midday heat. High in the branches, the oak is also preparing for the next generation. Inconspicuous flowers appear, releasing clouds of pollen into the wind. This pollen will travel to other oaks, fertilizing their flowers and beginning the slow process of creating acorns. The tree is a hive of activity, both seen and unseen. As summer fades into autumn, the oak puts on a spectacular display. The vibrant green leaves begin to change color, turning to glorious shades of gold, yellow, and rich brown. This happens because the tree is preparing for winter. It stops producing the green chlorophyll that captures sunlight and begins to draw all the valuable nutrients back into its branches and trunk for storage. The beautiful colors are the pigments that were hidden by the green all summer long. Eventually the leaves fall, carpeting the ground in a thick, rustling blanket that will slowly decay and enrich the soil, returning goodness to the earth from which it came. Winter reveals the oak's true strength. Stripped of its leaves, its powerful structure is laid bare against the cold sky. It stands dormant, appearing lifeless, but it is very much alive. It is resting, conserving its energy for the spring to come. Its thick, rugged bark acts as a protective shield against the harsh winter weather, insulating the living tissues within from freezing temperatures and biting winds. The tree endures icy gales and heavy blankets of snow, its deep roots holding it firm in the frozen ground. This period of rest is essential, allowing the oak to survive the leanest months and gather its strength for the explosion of life that will return with the spring. The oak tree does not grow just anywhere. It is a cornerstone of a very special habitat known as an oak woodland. These woodlands are unique ecosystems, teeming with life and shaped by the presence of these magnificent trees. An oak woodland floor is often dappled with sunlight, allowing a rich variety of other plants to grow. In the spring, it might be carpeted with bluebells, wild garlic, or primroses, creating a breathtaking floral display. This is possible because the oak's canopy is high and open, allowing just enough light to filter through to the world below. It creates the perfect conditions for a whole community of plants to flourish alongside it. What makes this habitat so special is its incredible complexity. The oak tree itself is like a vertical city. Its rough, fissured bark provides a home for a vast array of mosses, lichens, and fungi, each occupying its own tiny niche. Look closely at an oak trunk, and you will see a miniature world of different colors and textures. These organisms are not harming the tree. They are simply using its surface as a place to live. The deep crevices in the bark also offer shelter to countless insects and spiders, which hide from predators and escape the worst of the weather. It is a living, breathing landscape all on its own. The soil in an oak woodland is also incredibly rich and alive. Each autumn, when the oak sheds its leaves, it provides a feast for the forest floor. Earthworms, woodlice, and countless microscopic organisms get to work, breaking down the tough, leathery leaves. This process of decomposition releases vital nutrients back into the soil, creating a fertile foundation for the oak itself and all the other plants that grow there. The tree's extensive root system also helps to stabilize the soil, preventing it from being washed away by heavy rain. The oak is not just a resident of the woodland, it is the chief architect and gardener. This unique environment is a product of immense patience. An oak woodland cannot be created overnight. It takes hundreds of years for this complex web of life to develop. A mature oak tree is the central pillar that supports everything else. The very air, the quality of the soil, and the types of animals and plants you find are all influenced by its presence. That is why ancient oak woodlands are so precious. They are irreplaceable natural treasures, living cathedrals that have been built slowly over many generations, each tree a vital connection between the past, the present, and the future of the forest. The oak tree is a wonderfully generous host. It provides food and shelter for more species of wildlife than any other native tree in Britain. It is estimated that a single oak tree can support over 2,000 different species, from birds and mammals to insects and fungi. This makes it the absolute heart of the woodland community, a bustling hub of life. Birds like the nuthatch and the woodpecker search its bark for insects, while blue tits and great tits nest in holes that have formed in its trunk and branches. The oak is not just a tree, it is a larder, a nursery, and a fortress for a staggering number of creatures. The most famous gift the oak provides is, of course, the acorn. In autumn, a mature oak can produce thousands of these nuts, creating a vital food source for many animals preparing for winter. Squirrels and jays are famous for gathering acorns, burying them in caches to see them through the cold months. Badgers, mice, and even deer will also feast upon this seasonal bounty. This relationship is not one-sided. By carrying the acorns away and burying them, these animals become the oak's gardeners, planting the seeds of the next generation of trees, often far from the parent tree, ensuring the woodland can spread and renew itself. Even when an oak tree is dying or has fallen, its contribution to the ecosystem is far from over. Dead wood is not waste in a woodland, it is a source of life. The decaying timber becomes home to a whole new community of organisms. A fantastic variety of fungi will grow on the dead branches and trunk, helping to break down the tough wood. These fungi, in turn, become food for other creatures. Many rare beetles depend entirely on dead oak wood for their larvae to develop. A fallen oak can continue to support life for decades, slowly returning its nutrients to the soil and providing a vital habitat as it decomposes. The oak tree is a true survivor, a symbol of strength and endurance. From a tiny forgotten acorn, it grows into a colossal giant that shapes the world around it. It weathers the storms of every season, patiently marking the passage of time. But its greatest legacy is its generosity. It is the foundation upon which an entire complex ecosystem is built, supporting thousands of other living things. The next time you see an oak, take a moment to look closer. You are not just looking at a tree, you are witnessing a living monument, a bustling city of wildlife, and the beating heart of the forest itself. It truly is a wonder of the natural world.